the second inning?
I think they got the call correct. Went out there to ensure that we didn't miss anything, and then specifically whether there was intent to touch the mask to the ball. And just wanted to make sure that happened and that they saw that correctly. And I talked to Kurt about it a little bit, and we wanted to make sure that they had that discussion to ensure that that's what they saw, and they concluded that they did.
Have you ever seen something like that happen in a game?
Sure, I have. I've seen it a couple of times. I'm not sure how many times I've seen it live, but I've seen it before.
Carlos?
Hi, Gabe. Good evening. I'm asking this because we're going to talk about it in a couple of minutes in Giants post-game live, and I'm not there in Arizona, but could you address what happened with Jay Jackson, how it impacted you and the team? How did you heard about it? How the team react? And now, after a couple of hours afterwards, what do you see from your team?
Yeah, I think Jay is totally open to criticism about his performance, but anytime race is, we get racist comments from anybody, it's completely unacceptable. And quite disgusting, to be honest with you. And it's something that our players and our staff in the clubhouse are going to rally around Jay about. I thought Jay addressed it very well. And I thought the Giants fans did an awesome job of surrounding Jay with support. And I think that was really helpful in helping Jay get through the day.
And how is Jay right now?
I think he's doing all right.
Thanks, Gabe.
All right, let's try Susan again. No, not working for Susan. All right, any other questions for Gabe? Andy?
Hi, Gabe. Can you take us through what happened there with the pitch that may have looked like it possibly nicked Darren Ruff and the couple of visits you had to make out there? Were you asking for help from the crew, or were they telling you couldn't challenge because the pitcher was already on the rubber, or what happened?
Yeah. So Chris mentioned that by the time we got the call from our video analyst that there was a possibility that the ball hit Darren, that Darren was already in the batter's box again, and the pitcher was on the mound. So I went out there to just let him know that I thought it was important that we get the call right over all else. And sometimes, umpires are sensible and are willing to try to get the call right. And I just wanted to see if there was any wiggle room there. And he mentioned that because he was in the batter's box, it wasn't something that they were gonna check. Got back to the dugout, had a quick conversation with our bench, and in particular our video analyst, who believe that that's not the spirit of the rule. That if he is in the batter's box, that's not correct. That you can still review the play. I asked him to do a rules check, and I thought, Chris and his crew were gracious enough to take that step and do a rules check. They confirmed that it was called correctly on the field, and still not sure if the ball hit Darren, but I think our staff and most umpires in general, we just want to get the calls correct whenever we can. So I know that it took a few extra seconds there to get through that, but I think it's generally worth it so that we don't miss anything and get through the game, and then wish we would have at least had the conversation. So didn't work out. I actually think they did a fine job on the field. We did our best to make sure that we got it right as a unit.
Thanks for that explanation. And so when Chris had the headset on, were they reviewing the play, or was he doing a rules check to see if it was reviewable at that time?
Yeah, my ask was, please do a rules check. The rules check happens with the headsets on. That conversation happened. I don't think that they reviewed the play itself. That's my understanding.
And then on a completely different note, what was your takeaways from watching Madison? He certainly looked like he was fairly sharp, some hard contact, but you guys have been pretty good against lefties, and he had one of the better starts of a lefty against you guys this year.
No, I thought he hit his spots well. Was very aggressive, threw a lot of strikes, and I think that's important against our lineup. And we're pretty good at fouling off pitches and getting to a pitch that we can handle. And he just continued to make pitches. And so he was able to get through our lineup several times and go pretty deep into that game. And then their bullpen did a nice job against us. I don't think we played our best, but this is they did a really good job. They played very good defense as well. We hit some balls on the button. They made all the plays. And I'd like to have another crack at that game, but it's not in the cards, and get ready for tomorrow.
Great. Thank you.